Yes, you're on way. Okay, and you're hearing me, yes. No, this guy set the system and he gone out to come back and he said all I got to do is go on, put on. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome to another game in the minor league tournament in the United States of America. And we're greeting you with the news that this game actually will be played between Manhattan Yorkers and New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. The Manhattan Yorkers there on your screen, you would see that they won the toss and elected to bat. Nice weather conditions. And of course, another beautiful outfield. It's like the greenness in this lush green grass. And I've been complimenting so many times the fact that the grounds that I've been seeing in Texas, in California, the last one we saw just a day or two ago was the Albany, and in that game, the Stallions won by 4 wickets against the New York Titans. So looks as though we're having a very prompt start, but absolutely brilliant sunshine, nice lush green grass. And we're well and truly on. So we have the opening pair, Chetty Palayan, hope I'm getting that name right, and Patel will be opening the batting for the Manhattan Yorkers. First ball. Beautiful. Beautiful start there from Ghazi. Just leaving the batsman momentarily, and he was prodding forward, looking, searching, didn't find what he was searching. And Ghazi didn't find it either, which is the outside edge. And it's good to see that they're starting off the New Jersey Cavaliers, starting off with a bit of aggression. That's a swinging one. It's getting a lot of movement here, Ghazi. But good to see that they have a solitary slip in for the catch. And I guess the fielding captain knows the kind of swing that Ghazi gets. That one moved appreciably, beating the outside edge. Another one that's gone too far, still within the legal boundaries of a legal delivery. It's good to see that Ghazi is getting the ball to move so much, and that slip is standing by. Chetty is the non-striker. He's number 24 on his shirt. Swinging again. This is really an appreciable uh, bit of swing bowling here from Ghazi. And I'm looking at the flannels of the shirts of the players. For example, look at the wicket keeper. It's fluttering, which means Ghazi is bowling into the winds. And I guess he's going to utilize and get a lot of movement. Thought he wants a single. He's not going to get it. Nice tight over here, first over. I guess it'd be important for the fielding side, New Jersey, Cavaliers to make inroads and pick up an early wicket. That's what you want in this format of the game. During that power play, you pick up a wicket, you put the batting side on the instant pressure wide. Signal by the umpire. So first run coming via an extra wide ball. Nice weather conditions here in New Jersey. Struck on the pad. Now that was making some height. I think that's why the umpire remained unmoved, making some height and then swinging away from the right-handed batsman. An appeal, but not interested, says the umpire. Good first over. Look at dot balls there. Dot balls are absolutely essential in T20s. You get a dot ball, it's like you can smile. I think there were 36 dot balls at the CPL TKR versus St. Lucia Kings, fortunately in the semi-final. But they faced up to some 36 and were still able to get 194 TKR. Of course, we enjoyed sharing the commentary on that game. Nicky Pooran, as usual. Karen Pollard. There were free partnerships. That's another important element, especially when a wicket falls. The back starts to face the wall. Partnerships. That's the best recovery you can have. And they had three partnerships of over 50. Nicky Pooran and Hales sharing the biggest, 74. Remarkable victory for TKR. Outside the off stump, left arm going further away. Wide signal, another extra. So the Yorkers are moving at snail's pace, and both of those runs are credited to extras. Looking for an expansive drive. There's a vociferous appeal. Of course, they wouldn't have the benefit of the review here, the third eye. That's pretty close, I guess. I'll just have a little replay of that at some stage. Manhattan Yorkers off to a very consistent start here. Yadav again beaten outside the off stump. Tell you something, this is very impressive stuff I'm seeing. The left arm getting the ball to go the other way. And that slip fielder would have to stand by there Be absolutely alert. Something can happen. Two without loss. Again, swishing wide, expansive drive outside the off stump. Just getting another wide delivery. Now, if Yadav can get this closer to that off stick, middle and off, swinging away, I think he's in for something. But an impressive start here from both bowlers. Chatipalaya settles again beaten outside the off stump. Really impressive stuff. You get closer there, Yadav, to that off stick. You stand a chance to win the bingo. Absolutely green. Beautiful outfield. Maybe just a little bit heavy at certain spots. Nice bit of clipping manicure might do that well. So second slip now brought in. Good captaincy. For the umpteenth time, both batsmen, Patel at one end, Chettipalayam on the other, comprehensively beaten in all both overs that have been sent down so far. It's good to see the captain is hanging out with an extra slip. My gosh, this is great appetizer for young Yadav. Having a look at the bounce of this pitch and the behavior, there's some greenery inside, trifle short. And for the first time, a run will be scored off the bat, and not in the most exciting way. That's the end of over number two, four without loss. Just apologize for audio just being stifled there. Manhattan Yorkers winning the toss, your team up there, and decided that they'll take first strike. The pitch seemed to be giving even bounce. I saw just one kept keeping a little low off Yadav's last delivery, but I don't think that's anything of consequence. Could be how the seam of the ball hit the deck. New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. Out of New Jersey's and New York. New York had they came up against the Stallions from New Jersey 2 days ago, and of course the Stallions won by 4 wickets, playing against the New York Titans. So a lot of cricket being played. I'm very impressed to have New Jersey a second team. Saw good cricket 2 days ago. Very impressed. Not only with cricket, but the general administration of the game. I like the promptness that I see, the starting time, the strategic timeout time, the time between overs. Just about 3 weeks ago, I did a match. I don't think that they stood up very tall. The overs were taking pretty long to get over with. This one is struck somewhere in the thigh pad. Just waiting on a signal of the umpire. Chattopadhyay will come into strike. Had a pretty torrid time, the few deliveries that he's faced. Six without loss. Over number three, as he had an excellent first over. Here you have the two teams at the bottom of your screen. You know exactly what's happening. Manhattan Yorkers winning the toss and batting. Opens the face. Solitary run. And this is over number three, and I would like to think that the batters have noticed, and they are both cognizant of the fact that the power play is being eaten away. If you're not getting the boundaries, you should at least be picking up the ones and the twos and keep the scoreboard ticking. Inside edge, not certain again. Bowlers have been dominating in this game so far. And of course, many of the teams I'm seeing for the first time, so you don't know the potential or the substance of which they're made up of. Chattopalayam settles there, two ice stands, and beaten, again beaten. It's just unfortunate for Ghazi that he's not finding that outside edge. But even the solitary slip has been taken away. I'm surprised to see that with all of this movement and comprehensively beating the batters, both of them, that the slip was taken away. I don't think that they had any particular reason for wanting to remove the slip. The batsmen have not been scoring, they've been missing high percentage of the balls they faced. So it's okay, you can have the slip. Patel. Now this one is down the leg side this time. I don't know what Yaraf is signaling. He's probably talking to his captain. Couldn't have been the umpire. That was absolutely a wide ball. Nice bit of work there from behind. Raf looks like he's got age on his side. He's got fitness. He's very slim, slender, and from all indications seems a pretty complete bowler. Notched away into the onside. Look at a single moving at snail's pace here. You've got to get this right because the overs are being eaten away, and may I say, not in a slow way at all. Ah, beauty, Yadav, beauty. I would hardly, it's a boundary, but I'd hardly give the credit to the batsman. It came off the outside part of the bat, looking for a drive. in my opinion, probably straight down the ground, went up towards the extra cover region. First boundary, I doubt. Morning is Naeem. I want to call me urgently, but I might click on the phone because I might be on air and just hold for a minute if it's WhatsApp. So some bit of respectability now being added to the overall total 14 without loss. May I say the biggest contributor they might very well be wides. Now this is tossed away down the long on region. Come back for a second. I love the greenery that I see all around. Yadaf. That one got in the middle of the bat. Bit of heavy outfield there, as you can see. Now that's what you want. You've got to turn the strike over. You have to pick up the ones and the twos, or else you're heading for trouble. The platform that is normally being built so that the other batsmen coming in later would not be placed under immediate pressure. That platform, essentially, you've got to start building it from the beginning of your innings. And these two batsmen look pretty compact, but if not, they've been failing to hit the ball. They've been beaten comprehensively on several occasions, and not intermittently, I think for quite an extended period consecutively. They have survived. Now you see that they're getting it in the middle. They've got to continue to pick up these singles. End of 4, 19 without loss. New bowler. Good ball. Must have been struck on the pad there. He was shadowing us. The fact that Lewis appealed, it means it struck the pad. Apparently, there was no bat because his body language tells you that you look and it's the back foot. It's not a bad appeal at all. There was no baton to it. So Lewis felt pretty sure that this one is worth it. I'm certain that if they had the facility of a review, they would have gone upstairs. Not a good ball. I've seen good bowling from the fielding side. Nathan Yorker's batting, Somerset bowling, Cavaliers from New Jersey. Please advise me if you're doing commercials, right? So I'll know. But you can safely say that these two batsmen have crawled their way and developed their confidence, getting into their rhythm without losing a wicket. I thought, especially the first 2 overs, that something drastic would have happened for the batting side. They have survived, had some very close moments and shaves. Big shot down the ground. Would that carry? It goes into the boundary. Looks like 4. Will be signaled by the umpire. Yes, it is. Nice shot. He came down, if you notice, stretching to reach the length of the ball and successfully clobbered it away. Good shot there. Doc are doing some remote commentaries at home. Hope on East Coast. I know you live close by. This by Delvin didn't turn up. It's me alone. I don't know if you can make it. If you call me, you can have an answer momentarily. I don't think he knew much about that one. Chatapalayan. Many of these cricketers actually, you have a high population of Indian nationals who have been living in the United States, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans. I'm not certain where Chatapalayan is from. Ah, good delivery, Lewis. Good bowling. I think the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers should go to the top of the class. And for the games that I've done and helped to describe in this tournament, I've not seen so much movement in the air by the bowlers, the opening bowlers. There have been significant movement. The batsmen initially had a torrid time. They have been recuperating from that phase. Now Lewis has come on. It's kind of relentless. Ball ricochets from his hand, so they're going to probably come back for two. Avinash Delvin na kom, home. That one is pretty wayward, but within the legal limits outside the line of the off stump, so wide not called. And a five, and the power play is almost there, just a single over remaining. Now, this should have been, of course, I don't think they had a choice, the batting side, Manhattan, but I simply think that 25 is not within their expectations. They would have been happy getting to 50, extremely nice, 60, and even 40. If you can get it away and you achieve 35, 40 runs, well, at least you haven't lost a wicket. 25 is not very impressive. Big outside edge, but I think this was quite an intentional shot. Nice shot. Intentional, opened the face of the bat, went for the airy shot, got it all the way down towards the extra cover boundary. Four, signaled by the umpire. Now the run rate is picking up slowly but surely. For all intents and purposes, I think that was a deliberate shot. Nice, innovative shot. Getting it on the hop. my co-commentator, Delvin, had some little emergencies on his way. Short, stabbed, nice shot, deserves four. And just a little heavy in the outskirts in particular. But that would have raced away in any normal circumstances. The grounds in Texas, California, Albany. So some of the grounds I was fortunate to be given the opportunity to carry commentary, so they would have raced away. Slightly heavy here in New Jersey. Now these batsmen are applying themselves. There's no doubt about it. They started off shakily, uncertain, precarious, and within the last 2 overs, I'm seeing that they're middling the ball. They're just about understanding the movement, the bounce of the pitch as well. So much so that they've played some expansive drives, getting boundaries. So the scoring rate has picked up. 5.65, not bad. Now that's batsmanship. You're in a predicament, your back is against the wall, scamper through, convert ones to twos, put the fielding side under pressure. Very important.
I think maybe yeah, national media right now is a kind of conventional with voice notes. I won't be able to deep it is the I won't be able to I national home right now. Right,
Good bowling here, Imran. Now I think, simply put, that's the end of over number six in the power play. But for the teams that I've seen so far, and they could have been what, six, close to 10, 12 teams. I think I'd like to give the nod for the best few opening bowlers so far for any of the sides. There were some with good control, swing, but I've seen the most swing from these bowlers, and because of the amount of swing they've been putting in, it's sometimes it's difficult for them to have absolute control, which they eventually got. But every bowler that has bowled so far, Yadav, Lewis, they and company, they've all impressed. Lots of movement, and the batsmen seem to be coming out of that cul-de-sac, runs cul-de-sac, so to speak, and are wending their way. New bowler, first ball wide. Your left arm, you've got to be careful. Anything going down that leg side, anything, they will all be called wide. Bowling to the left-handed batsman, it becomes more difficult because your left arm, orthodox, it's got to come somewhere between middle and off, more on the off stick, going into the left-handed batsman. And this guy is going to sweep at Desi, so you've got to protect that. That's the position I'm talking about. Backward square and short fine leg. This orthodox left arm is coming into the left-handed batsman, and for all the reasons available, he's going to be inviting some slugs going into that onside field. Saw the first one there. Not seeing a fine leg. This guy is going to be sweeping. Innovative shots. Look around your field. There you go. So Daisy has got some work to do. Not a nice start. Chattapaliyam has found his rhythm, it seems. There you go. They're all going to go down the leg side. And that's bowling to a left handed batsman when you're orthodox leg spin left arm. Again, another single. So this scoreboard is, or the score is ticking over. That's good. They have really recovered. You must give the batting side some compliment. Chattopadhyay and Patel, they have approached this batting, bowling, coming up against some very, very good bowling. Their approach, first they were shaky, comprehensively beaten on countless occasions. They fought their way back. Really good. Now, Desi will have the advantage bowling to the right-handed batsman. You see, there's a solitary slip for that catch. Outside edge. There you go. There you go. He's getting a lot of turn as well. I think that was pitched outside the line of the leg. Coming into that batsman, you're not going to get an LBW decision. Leg by signal by the umpire. Oh, pity. Chattapaliyam, who has settled in so much, is going for 30. Oh, and just when I thought that he really fought his way from all those negativities, and then all of a sudden has gone for 30 off the bowling of Desi. So good to know that Desi was struggling initially when he started because, of course, he was bowling to a left handed batsman. And look at that. Just going left, searching way out of his house. Chattapaliyam goes for 27. So the first wicket going down in over number 7 could have been more. To tell you the truth, the amount of deliveries that just beat that outside edge in the initial overs. You see, has got one delivery left. Mistaken, of course, to say Chattapaliyam was the batsman. Thomas is the new batsman. Single. Thomas is going to face up to his first delivery. That's the end of 7. 43 for 1. You just joined us. Manhattan Yorkers winning the toss and batting first. Hi, Andrew. Is me alone. They'll win in tournament. So punishing when you call they're on live, I can't answer, right? But I'm on here. So we're moving forward. There is a cricketer playing in the current CPL whose name is spelt almost the same way as the bowler coming in now. His name is pronounced Hoos, and he's white. This is an East Indian, it seems, the bowler. So I don't know the exact pronunciation, but I'd like to apologize if you get it wrong. Because he's Indian, I'd say Goose. Nice shot. Nice innovation there. Chattapalayam has really found his way. Beautiful. When you try the reverse sweep and you don't get it, you irritate people. You look ugly, but you got this one. Everything right. And you've got to watch there for the man in normal circumstances would have been short backward point that you could be caught. Because with the reverse sweep, you're headed right there, or a short third man. He got that right. Everything right. I'd still keep that slip somewhere along the line. Maybe not a first slip because of the amount of turn he's getting. Second slip. This pitch is offering a lot of help to the spinners. Kind of an uneven bounce there to the fielder. Must be a little bump in that grass somewhere along the line. So for those people listening to us, TKR booking their way into the final of the CPL on Sunday. Good delivery, struck on the pad. He's been given out. The batsman is not absolutely in agreement. He seems to be just negatively shaking his head. Thomas has gone for one. Depends how much turn that Goose would have been able to get. Now the batsman is going on to the back foot, which makes it even better for a potential LBW decision. Kept low, look at that, low. Then he's on to the back foot. So the impact is very close to the stumps. The ball hardly likely would have been moving and beating those stumps, or either not going over the bails. I think I'd like to agree with the decision of the umpire. So 2 wickets now, 48 in over number 8. Completed after 8, 2 for 48, and still making some jottings come out of the old school in the days gone by. And they were all radio commentaries then. Wasn't much TV coverage. There was no live streaming. And everything is a piece of paper. The scorer writes something. Chanderpaul's 100, 5 fours, 3 sixes, 48 balls. Yeah, that's how you get it. He writes it on a piece of paper. So you've got to make copious notes. Someone was dropped when he was 30. He came back to make 100. Very important note. Nowadays, everything you have. Chattapalayam gets one there. Pawar will come into strike for the first time. And all this Google and social media has made it so easy. And these apps, beautiful job. Look at your screen, all laid out like international. Good work, fellas. This one is outside the off stump. The slip has reappeared. It's a right-handed batsman. Lewis is in the slip. He stands a chance there of getting an outside catch. There you go. I know this is going to happen at some stage. The umpire apparently is not impressed. Lewis The umpire didn't give out, just go your way. Vicky Puran was fined a large percentage of his match fee. I was, in fact, on air on radio describing that innings at the National Stadium. He was fined, and its boot looked as though it was lifted just off. The umpire is saying no. And you win some, you lose some. There was another terrible incident that happened at the National Stadium during the same tournament. And incidentally, I was on air at the same time as well. But apparently, that has not come totally to the knowledge of the public. Many people would have seen it. I think it came out subsequently with social media as well. But a batsman just lashing the furniture in the dugout when he came back to the pitch. He was displeased with the decision. Not a single. You have to comply, and then you can question. It is as simple as that. Good over Daisy. Now this is down the ground. I think that's going to carry all the way. Looks as though he got it in the meat of the bat. Maximum. Good over from both sides. At least some runs came off. A 6-4, two singles, 12. Good over for the batting side. I don't think that totally we can write off that it was not a good over for the bowler as well. The flight was good, he got some close shaves. So good cricket. The two batsmen are in conversation. Now, what could they have been discussing? The scoring rate is climbing. In my thinking, it's already in the 10th over, the halfway mark. In my thinking, we'll just see without taking unnecessary, that's the operative word, without taking unnecessary chances and risks. Let's see to just keep pushing the score rate a little further. Gradually, by over number 10, 11, could we get that scoring rate up to 7.1, 7.2 somewhere? It's 6.65 at the moment. Chetapalliam has had quite an extraordinary innings. I like his fight back. There we go. Tempered. He's not getting flustered, not losing his cool, picking the right ball against very good bowling. Tries another reverse sweep. He seems to have mastered this somewhere along the line. He's going to go back for two. So definitely the runs are picking up. The flow of the runs. 63 for two. But mind you, down at that red strip at the bottom, you have to look at that. 9.3 overs. Tickle. Tickle. Good sensible batting here from Chetapalliam. Someone, somewhere along the line, would have to play the pinch hitter role, not necessarily in an inconsiderate way, but pinch hitters who hit and hit safely, watching the field, picking the right ball. That is when you can separate classy batsmen. Now, TKR lost an early wicket yesterday in that game last evening. Pooran, the great batters, Pooran, Pollard, the company, Alex Hales, all teaming up and inch by inch clawed their way out of that morbidity, ended up with 194. Great. And Chatpalam is displaying some of that. End of 10, halfway mark. Guess we're going to have just a little bit of conversations and refreshment, and we'll be back with you in a while as well.
I'm John. Good morning, sir. Where are we? Halfway. A bit of car trouble for me today. A real sorry, but I don't know if I'm going to see the flat. So I have to adjust it.
Yeah, jump in a taxi. Yeah, I take probably.
And it's,
I don't like that. I don't function.
I know that. And the thing is, my phone, everything, so it was a real challenge for me this morning.
Respect you.
No, I respect the old bro. Please, I ain't like that name. I ain't like that name. But I was just trying to get the thing started out. I tell myself I wouldn't be able to get it started.
Either calling other people to come
I
to
tell
see
myself,
who available.
yeah, I tell myself I wouldn't be able to get it started. The phone and everything too.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, that 65 for two. Exactly.
I'm not that person. I know what guarantee. I thought this is unforeseen.
I don't know.
This would never happen. I'm like, I can guarantee you, bro.
See, I'm not technically savvy,
I call Andrew, you tell me that you're only here to this and that.
and
I report to Andrew
I know
first.
you can. You're gonna be smarter than me
Yeah,
there.
I report to Andrew first. I'm sorry, man.
I call for Abikash, I call for Dr. Magaro,
Oh gosh.
and I can't. I got clip off the phone and call quick. I can't get a conversation
Oh
because
man. I start man, Naim, I start have to put you through that man because this is an opportunity for me that I don't want to relinquish. The game start quarter to 11.
I forgot it started then. I think it's 10:45. Yeah. I don't introduce you.
Thank you. Manhattan New Yorkers versus New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers.
So we're back. Bit of refreshment, strategizing, and soon as the field side came back out, if you notice that two slips. Why? Because Daisy is getting the ball to turn, and the right-handed batsman in particular, they need that. I like the aggression. You can afford that. The fielding side. Delvin has joined us. He's going to be joining you. In the air. If you can afford it, now you've got two slips. If you can't, now I see a man has been taken out. This is good. Well, it's a left-handed batsman, so they've got to change the field. But even to the right-hander, if it's one slip and a forward short leg for that particular shot that was played there a short while ago, the previous delivery, it was airborne just to the area of short mid-wicket or short mid-on or even forward short leg. But at least this captain is thinking. So Paliam, fantastic innings so far, 46. He's really worked his way, turned up on the onside. And what I like about Chattapalliam is that it's his temper. Cool, Very tempered innings, stable. So we've got one slip now for the right-hander, but that's the forward short leg in front of him on the leg side. Quite possibly a man in front the bat. Silly mid off or silly mid on. Forward short leg. Excellent. Excellent. Pawar is in all sorts of trouble, and I'll tell you what, I just reiterate what I said earlier on. The best bowling attack I've seen so far in among maybe 12 teams is this bowling side. They'll pick up a single, that's all they'll be. New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. Very, very good. Of course, nobody took the bull by the horn, and it was difficult. Even if the batsman wanted to start with an onslaught in the power play, it would have been difficult. This is quite top of the line bowling. I'm accustomed describing international games, so you've got to take that as a good compliment. Down the left side wide. It's the only problem that Dacey will have is when he's bowling to that left-hander. You need that short, fine leg maybe for the sweep shot. Now this is slump swept. That looks as though it will go all the way. Picked it up in the meat of the bat. Good shot. Lifting the scoring rate. It's gone past 6 now. 6.82. Very good, and brings up the 50 for Chetapalliam in 40 balls against good bowling. This is splendid. Good morning, Delvin.
Yeah, good morning. A good half century here from Chittapalliam. And a decent start here for the Manhattan Yorkers, scoring at a healthy run rate of 6.82 so far. They will look to continue to slowly but surely escalate that towards the 8.5, 9 region as this innings comes closer to an end. Roger that.
Better. New bowler left arm round.
Very innovative and good activity.
The captain is Ali Imran.
Ali Imran is the captain of this side, and I think he's very, very innovative. Apart from that, he's got a good reserve set of bowlers. They have kept things extremely tight, and he's very innovative. Employing 2 slips, he's not afraid because of the occasions which the outside edge was almost found. These bowlers have been on top of their game, and they're loaded with left armers and orthodox leg spinners, basically. Ali's very brave, very aggressive captain. The leadership has been pretty good, backed by good bowling, beaten again outside the off stump.
Yeah, most definitely ultra aggressive in his approach. And it's good to see when the captain is supporting his bowlers by keeping those catches in close, even outside of the power play. A lot of captains are reluctant to do so.
Single. So the scoreboard is ticking all the while. This over has been pretty tight. But I detest to see captains, even in the T20 format. I'll come back to that. Drives, single again. Award this time joining the party, just turning over the strike. We've got a relatively new batter inside. We've got to turn it over. I detest to see when, and I'm talking here about even the national level in my country, Guyana.
Better.
and
Left arm over
offering
for you.
public criticisms, you really have, for me, it has to have overwhelming evidence that there's a lacking in this department before I make that public.
That's the middle.
Because captains, sometimes they're thinking about another strategy. You're not seeing it as the commentator, and you might be wrong. But if it's overwhelming, then I'll say it. Overwhelmingly, I think the fielding side, the New Jersey Cavaliers, are on top of their game. Not to say or take away anything from the batting, especially the man who is leading the batting there up to now, Chattopadhyay. But I saw and was describing at the national level, and by someone who subsequently made it all the way to the West Indies team, had his opponents down 5 wickets, 40 something runs only on the board, and new batters are coming in and he's not applying the pressure. That's why my compliment to Ali in this game for the New Jersey Cavaliers. Good captaincy, 77 for 2 after 12. They don't have hats, so yeah.
Decent enough launching platform to actually propel themselves to something in excess of 150 here today. Wickets intact. And so far, it's been the Chittapalliam show. 2 wickets going down so far. Deep Patel via the run-out route. And
Keep going here, guys.
Javine Thomas, LBW, to Goose for Duck. From this partnership, Chittapalliam is on 53. His partner, Pawar, is on 9 from 16. So doing the heavy lifting and doing it quite proficiently so far. This run from Goose is a dot ball outside the line of the off stump. Cavaliers looking to continue to stifle them. This one is a lofted shot. Is it going to trickle into the boundary? It does. And Chittapalliam continues along his merry way. He's going to be looking to bat right through to the end of these 20 overs and give himself the opportunity to ensure that his side does come up with a total of respectability 9.
Not getting hold of that. And of course, just a little bit heavy outfield. But yes, he needs to stay there, and he's doing pretty good. 58 in I think it was just about 40 balls we'll get it. Now he had his 15 40 balls. So good going, good fighting innings.
Big appeal.
Vociferous appeal. Power goes LBW. And they have lost now their 3rd wicket. Again, some good bowling. I would have liked to see this batsman, who's just gotten out, to have played orthodox strokes. That was not pretty orthodox. He was trying to invent. And that was on the middle stick. I think that's good umpiring too. He seems to be shocked, but I'm not. So play orthodox stroke. Chattopadhyay has been in raging form, very confident, 100%. He doesn't seem exhausted. Turn that strike and give it to Chattopadhyay as often as possible. He took on the bowling, he got out.
Innovation. And the type of innovation that a lot of times make fans of orthodox stroke play cringe a little bit. You know, when it comes off, it looks good. When it doesn't, really does look a bit ugly, to say the least. Nonetheless, good bowling and another breakthrough for the Cavaliers. However, the wicket they will want to get, Naeem, it's Chittapalliam. Really has looked good for his 58, 19 years old. Of course, he would have represented the United States at the under 19 level. He's a wicketkeeper batter, really looking to make a name for
Keep
himself
going,
in
keep
this
going, boy.
league.
He's got good credentials, and from what I'm seeing, he deserves to be selected at that level. He's a complete batsman.
Keep going, Assad.
He's
Keep going, boy.
been hitting it around in the offside, in the onside. Sensible batting. Could that be the operative word, please? He's trying to pull that from outside the off stump, going all the way on the left side, which could be done. You've got to be sure the ball is pitched up enough for you to do it. It's in the slot. Single. So that's the idea in a rhyme. Give Chittipalliam the strike as often as possible. 84 for 3, 13 overs gone.
And not only ultra aggressive in his approach as the captain, he's also utilized just about 7 bowlers so far. So using his options, of course, we know that variety it is the spice of life, and a lot of variations on offer in this bowling attack.
Yes, the Yorkers, I must say, they've got heavy artillery in the bowling department. To churn out 7 bowlers, all pretty impressive. It's quite an achievement. You've got a strong bowling side.
Cavaliers in field, right?
Manhattan Yorkers, if you just joined us, winning toss and electing to bat against New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. Short first delivery, Nazar. He's got a couple of men outside after the power play. I guess you will have mid wicket as well. Chittipalliam has shown an desire
One batters. Left arm over. Over. Go. Yeah, go. Ah! Fuck off. आना ऊपर आना. Wait, थोड़ा साइड में चलो. There's a leg covering. इधर आओ आसिफ भाई. You want him to go? किधर आना? Left arm round. Better left arm round for you. ऐसे पीछे जाना था पीछे. Come in. आसिफ भाई, you go back. PJ, come. नीचे सामने ही रहना. आसिफ थोड़ा नीचे रहो. हेलो. सही है कप्तान जी. थोड़ा नीचे. Stop. नहीं सही है. ठीक है. Stop. हेलो. I think one. अली भी आपको ऊपर रहना पड़ेगा आपको सिंगल के लिए. Salman boy. Salu. Running by. Well ball. Running. Can't be very well ball. You got to it before they did. Bowling. Well ball. Hello. Can I get you away, Salu? Please, दो रह गए. हाँ. वलीदा थोड़ा इधर है ना, थोड़ा सा ऊपर. Hello. एमी को पीछे ना भेज दो. Keep going, Salu. He's gonna chip. Salu. Crease में रहना. क्या बात है अली भाई? देखो तुम आकाश. Wait! Go through. Go. अभी मैं क्या करूँ? बॉल इधर चली गई. हाँ? यहाँ से बॉलिंग करनी है. भाई. Oh, yeah. Dead. Keeper. Salman भी over. चला यार राजी. Over. Ari, can you please bring the tip? The tip in the medical box. Asad bhai, I need you in front, please. Vijay, I need you in front, please. Yeah. M, third man. What is it? Both? Point चला. Point है. Third man चला जा. Salman bhai, point out. हाँ, बाकी. Honestly, the last two. Let me get one of the 6 out of here. Four. Dude, you're in the middle of your coming back, right arm over. Thank you. Box. Come in. Let's go. Box, come inside. PJ, go back. 16. Come on, guys. We are late, guys. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oi. आजा आजा सलमान भाई आउट आउट अंदर आओ पीछे पीछे जाना अच्छा आ रहा है स्लीपर वो थोड़ा मूव हो जा पे तो गासा भागना मारा ही नहीं है मैंने स्लो आई थी पूरा मारना था I played it like it was like 90 miles or something. Queenie. Come on guys, you gotta do better. We gotta do better than this here, boys. Come on, boys. I'm going Gaza. Whoa. Keep going, boys. Why Danesh is not battling? He's not playing. He's not playing. So did you play the
Yeah, I couldn't angry at that. But you know, see this is going, bro.
No, I don't play cricket like this, bro.
Fuck, bro. Yeah. How many? 6?
6 minutes behind them.
6 minutes behind?
Yeah.
How come?
This is a friendly cricket.
Huh?
The teams are. Seems like we're playing a practice final.
How come?
Gazi, tu third mein piche ragna hai.
Right, this is the wind, right?
Yeah, it's heavy. Oye. Right hand.
Keeper, we are 6 minutes behind, bro.
Yeah, because of you, man.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, because of you, man. The one over you ball, it took like 10 minutes, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right arm over, madam.
Let's go, Gazi.
Yes. Acha.
Gazi, good job. Gazi. Excellent bowling, Gazi. Finally.
She just.
Keep going, guys. Keep going here, boys.
Okay, so the action is continuing. We had just a little bit of technical glitches, internet, and all of that. So we're back. Ghazi opened the bowling. He's coming back at the back end now. He's bowled extremely well. All of the bowlers had a good knock from Chittapalya.
Change, guys. Change.
Got a 50 in just about 40 balls. Went on further. But this has been a good demonstration of good bowling. All the bowlers. They've been getting a lot of turn. This pitch has been helping. 110 for 6. The scoring rate has not improved. There's maybe a short instance somewhere in the vicinity of the 12th over. We had a slight acceleration. It went just over 7, and then it came back all the way down. 17 overs gone.
Abdullah Ghazi's coming back into the attack, and he's been the pick of the bowlers so far. This one, Shah looking to muscle that one into the onside, the top edge, and the keeper takes the catch quite comfortably. Wicket number 7 goes down. First delivery in over number 18. We were just speaking to how well Abdullah Ghazi would have bowled so far. Prior to that wicket-taking delivery, first one in his 4th over. 1 wicket for 10 runs so far. So he's now got figures of 2 for 10 and looking to continue to make inroads in the batting lineup. Good catch.
So I'm not seeing a projected score necessarily, a computer projection, but I would like to think in all the circumstances you would need maybe 150 at a minimum. Doesn't seem they'll be able to achieve that. 7 wickets have gone down, so it's the tail end, so to speak, of this kind of format, T20. You've got 2 kinds of batsmen. Onslaught in the power play, and at the back end, they've got big hitters. Let's see what the Yorkers can accumulate. But the 110, in my opinion, is insufficient. Well, it's cricket, and you could could be that the Yorkers have got a decent bowling attack. We don't know how strong the batting lineup of the New Jersey Cavaliers are. But those are things that we'd have to wait and see, beaten outside the off stump. And time will unfold, and all those knots will be loosed. And we'll be able to see the equation in front of us down the ground. Big enough? Let's wait and see what's the signal of the umpire for. Is it? It's a wicket. A catch was taken, actually. Wow. So the Manhattan Yorkers in all sorts of disarray here. There's been a frequent to and from the pavilion. Now, Acharya is the latest batsman to go. 8 wickets gone now, over number 18. And whether or not the New Jersey Cavaliers will be able to chase this down easily from all estimations and all thinking and circumstances, that should be quite a gettable target, unless, as the old people say, there runs on the tin, and wickets, it takes just a solitary ball to get a wicket. You lose early wickets, it can set you back as well.
Most definitely. Salam Nazar back into the attack to finish his spell. He's now picked up 2 wickets in this, his final over.
Left arm round, 2 to go.
Now has figures of 3 for 15. Excellent stuff so far from the left arm spinner.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
And another.
Come on.
He's bowled him. Salman Nazar. Take a bow, young man. Excellent control. He really is a magician with the ball here, and working his magic against these Manhattan Yorkers batters. 4 for 15, and he's still got 1 more to come. He's on a hat-trick Naeem.
But I've been mentioning this. Ali's a lucky captain. He's got a full bag of heavy artillery bowlers. I'd like to see the Cavaliers in another game with classy batsmen too. it's not like I'm taking away anything from these batsmen. What I would like to see if they're can repeat this kind of bowling, if it's a norm. But the impression is that they've got a bag full of bowlers. I've not seen one that is lacking in quality this far. Now, suppose it's the batting that's not standing up sufficiently, making the bowlers look good. That's why I'm saying I would love to see them again in another match and another, so that you can have a true understanding of the quality of the bowling. But it seems extraordinary for the moment.
That's over.
And there's no doubt, Delvin, that they've been getting a lot of spin off this pitch, end of 18. But that still cannot take away from the ability of the bowling side. I have not seen any, these are just about medium fast bowlers or medium pacers, so to speak. Not even medium fast. But the amount of swing I saw, the opening bowlers, the first maybe 3 of them, got, I was very, very impressed with the bowling.
Leg stump.
2 overs to come. New Jersey Cavaliers really doing an exceptionally good job with the ball so far. And if you're a superstitious person, Naeem, 2 wickets falling on Nelson. 111 for 9. Manhattan Yorkers desperately need to bat out these remaining 12 deliveries. You don't want to commit the cardinal sin of being bowled out within your 20 overs, as this one is pushed into the onside for a single.
Ghazi's back. He's going to have his final over. 1 for 10. He looked really good opening the bowling. All the bowlers. It's nice to see. I mean, you're not describing the big, massive stars on the big stage. But I tell you what, they are impressive. Beaten again outside the off stump. There was not much movement in that delivery. But Ghazi got the ball to swing appreciably, and there was a nice, favorable wind coming across the ground. I keep looking at the flannels of the T-shirts of the players to have an understanding of the breeze.
Dot ball. Minor League Cricket 2025. A lot of emerging talent. A few big names whom we would have seen at the international level already.
Yes.
Driven into the outside. A bit of a misfield. Will this allow them to come back for 2? It does. So 2 runs on that occasion. We saw Tejaran Chandapal participate in this tournament in the earlier stages. He's just been recalled to the West Indies Test side. So not only emerging talent on display here in the minor league, talent that is in fact already ready for the highest level of cricket.
Big extravagant drive, missing again. Ghazi getting the upper hand. Well, that one display by Tejaran Chandapal in his debuting year against Australia and picking up a 100 against world-class bowling, I think that told a story, and the West Indian selectors were just keeping an eye on him, maybe give him a little rest, go back, play your domestic cricket, come back again. Is there an appeal? Yeah, it is. Is he gone? No. Looks as though he is. Yeah, Mehta goes for 4 off 6 balls, 116 all out. So that's a story here at New Jersey. The Manhattan Yorkers winning the toss this morning at this ground, the Somerset County Park in New Jersey, and decided to take first strike. I'm not certain whether that was the best decision, but they would know the grounds, the captain, and they would know, look, we won the toss. I think we need to bat. It didn't work out entirely. This got over 100, but not entirely what they were looking for. Manhattan Yorkers, the scoreboard there for you. 58 by Pranav, the top score from 45. That's Chetapalya. And of course, there were other contributions which were not significant. 116 run. So the wickets, most of them, Abdullah. He picked up 2, but the hog of the wickets, Salman 4, and Mohammed 3, destroying there the Yorkers batting first on this trip. So that's basically what's happening down at the New Jersey Mersey County Park after the Yorkers won the toss and elected to bat 116. So 117 to win the game, and they're going to be going in and coming out, and we're going to be rejoining you then for continued commentary.
270 ખબર નહીં બહાર બેઠા બેઠા તો ના ખબર પડે કે પીકો અહીંયા પણ હા બોલ તો નીકળ હા એની એક બે જગ્યા એવી હતી જ્યાં થોડો લો રહી ગયો આઈ થિંક આ સાઈડ પણ એમ બાકી તો બરાબર લાગી હા બાકી રોડ પતી ગયું 3 મિનિટ ઓ કરી દીધું ઓકે તો મંડેની ફ્લાઇટ છે ક્યાં સીધું અમદાવાદ બરાબર પછી મુંબઈથી ફ્લાઇટ કે ટ્રેન ઓ ટ્રેન કઈ ટ્રેન
જોઉં જ્યાં મળે એમાં બેસી જાઓ ત્યાં તો મારે વાંધો નહીં
હા એ
રેલવેમાં આપણે
બરોડા તો
બધા
બધી ઊભી રહે એમ એટલે વાંધો
ને
ના
ટીસીઓ બધા ભાઈબંધો જ છે
ઓ એવું
મુંબઈ ને બરોડાના ટીસીઓ
હા નાઈસ
બેસી જવાનું એ જગ્યા પર
કઈ ફ્લાઇટ ઓ એટલે પહોંચશે રાતે જ ને
ના બપોરે 11 વાગે 11:30
ઓ રાઈટ રાતે જ પહોંચે ને 11-12
બપોરે
બપોરે રાઈટ ત્યાંના પ્રમાણે બપોરે રાઈટ હા ઓકે ઓકે
જો પછી દોઢ વાગે જે ટ્રેન હોય ફોન કરી દઈશ તો તને કહી દેશે કે આટલા વાગ્યાની ટ્રેન છે અહીંયા આવી જા બાંદ્રા સેન્ટ્રલ વહેલી જાય
હા
ત્યાં ટિકિટ વિકિટ નહીં લેતો
ના હોય એમનો જ અરે ભાઈ
બધા રમવાવાળા જ છે ને છોકરાઓ બધા મારી જોડે મારી રેલવેમાં જોબ હતા મેં પણ મેં
నిజంగా క్రేజీ ఉంది కదా సార్
మ్యాచ్లు అయిపోయాక తీసుకొచ్చారు ఎందుకు పిల్లలు
મારે ત્યાં આવું સારું મને સારું ક્રિકેટ રમી લે
తీసుకొచ్చింది వీళ్ళు కదా
ఏంటి ఇది నువ్వు తీసుకొచ్చి వాళ్ళు చెప్పలేదా
ડોક્ટરો નહીં કમાતા એટલું
નંબર
મારે ભાઈ ક્રિકેટ તો
వైడ్
4 ગુના
బ్లూ వేయండి
સ્પેશિયલી સારા છે તમારા
અમને હા એ બધી છે તમે મહેનત કરો ને તમારું ઓફર પણ બધું ચેનલ વાઇઝ સારું
ఓకే సక్కా సక్కా సక్కా
లైన్ బాగానే ఉంది
હોવું જોઈએ રાઈટ
હા ત્યાં જ તમારું
వైడ్ లైన్ ఒకటేసి అయిపోయింది మనం వెళ్ళిపోదాం
નો વે કેમ કે કેટલું ટેલેન્ટ ભરીને ટેલેન્ટ છે કેટલાને તમે ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટી આપો રાઈટ એટલે
બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ તો
છે આઈ થિંક અહીંયા એવું જ છે અહીંયા પહેલાં 5 વર્ષ પહેલાં કદાચ એ બધું જ નહોતું પણ હવે એટલા બધા જોબ થઈ ગયા છે બધું થઈ ગયું એટલે બધા પ્લેયર અમ્પાયર એટલે હવે બધામાં ગોડફાધર જોઈએ
હર્ષભાઈ
બીસીસીઆઈમાં એવું છે ને કે ઇવન અમ્પાયર માટે રાઈટ અગર
બીસીસીઆઈમાં એવું છે ત્યાં સારું ઉપર હોય તો તમારે મેડ બે મેડ જ ના બે
હા એટલે ઓલું જો ને આપણે હવે નીતિન મેનનને લઈ રહ્યો રાઈટ એ આઈસીસી ઇલીટ પેનલમાં કે ના એને એજ પણ લાઈક ખાલી 37-38 એવી જ કશીક છે તો એ આઈસીસી ઇલીટ પેનલમાં ભાગે એમાં કેટલાય બીજા એવા અમ્પાયર હશે જે એમના ઉપર બહુ બધી મેચો કરી છે ઓલરેડી રાઈટ એન્ડ તોય નહીં પહોંચી શકે
પેલો સૌ સારો છે પેલો અભિજીત બેનર્જી છે ને બહુ સારો
યા ઇવન આપણા અનિલ ચૌધરી પણ હતા
ચૌધરી
હા એટલે બધા સારા જ હતા પણ હવે
એમાં
એમની ઉપર
ભાઈબંધ
કોઈ યા મારા છે મારા ઓકે 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 એટલે એ તો હવે નસીબ કી બાત હે
એ જ ને
યુ
બીસીસીઆઈમાં તમારું ટોપનું ઉપર હોય ને
હા
તો તમારે ભયો
બધું કરી જાય એકચ્યુઅલી આજ એક ટીમ છે ને અહીંયા ન્યુયોર્ક સિટી ટાઇટન્સ કરીને અહીંયા માઇનર લીગમાં તો કાલે એના ઓનર જોડે હું વાત કરતો હતો હું કાલે આલ્બનીમાં હતો તો એ મને કહેતો હતો કે એ એકચ્યુઅલી બહુ ટાઈમથી બીસીસીઆઈમાં કશુંક તો કરે છે કન્સલ્ટિંગ કે કશું તો મને કહેતો હતો કે હું તો જયશાને બરાબર સારી રીતે ઓળખું છું તો ભાઈ તો થોડું કનેક્શન બેસાડ દે ને ઓળખતો હોય તો તું જયશાને પણ કે ના ભાઈ બધામાં પોલિટિક્સ છે એટલે
અઘરું છે ત્યાં અઘરું છે તમે વિધાઉટ બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ તમે યુ કાન્ટ ડુ
એનીથિંગ યા ધેટ્સ ધ થિંગ એ તો
ઇફ યુ ટેલેન્ટેડ ઓર નોટ
યા ધેટ્સ ધ પ્રોબ્લેમ તમે ટેલેન્ટ એવું નહીં કે ટેલેન્ટ પર જ બધું થઈ શકે કશું તો તમારે કરવું પડે એક્સ્ટ્રા તો હવે તો
બેકગ્રાઉન્ડનું ટેલેન્ટ હોવું જોઈએ
હા એ જ ને એ જ એટલે હવે એ તો ભાઈ
ગોડફાધર મોટો
હા પણ પછી એ ગોડફાધર એ તમને ફ્રીમાં ના કરી ના પણ કશું તમારે એકચ્યુઅલી એને પછી ખવડાવવું પડે
એ તમને બધું વસૂલ કરે
એ જ ને તમે અગર હેલ્પ કરવા
વસૂલ કરે
મફત
મફત તો કોઈ આજની દુનિયામાં મફત તમને કોઈ કશું ના કરી આપે.
તમારે બહુ એનું સેક્રિફાઈ કરવું પડે.
હા હા એ જ છે. એટલે ને ઇટ ડિપેન્ડ કે આ વસ્તુ તમારા
મારે
માટે કેટલી
હમણાં છે
ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે.
બીસીએમાં જોબ
હા
જેના થ્રુ છું એટલે મારે એમનું અમુક વખતે બધું કરવું જ પડે છે એમ.
યા એ તો છે. એમનો ફોન આવે તો તમારે બીજું બધું મૂકી દેવું પડે.
હા ચાલ મારું તૈયારી છે બીસીસીઆઈમાં ઘૂસવાની.
ઓ યા
બધું ગોઠવ્યું છે બધું.
નાઈસ ઓકે. પણ એમાંય ઘૂસી તો પછી શું તમારે બીજે ક્યાં જવાનું ક્યુરેટર કરવા કે
હા આખા ઇન્ડિયામાં ફરવાનું પછી.
ઓ એવું પાછું
જ્યાં મેચીસ હોય ને
હા
અંડર-23 રણજી ટ્રોફી એ બધા
હા
અલગ અલગ વેન્યુમાં જવાનું.
ઓ નાઈસ મેન તો મસ્ત છે તો મજા આવે. એ બીસીસીઆઈ ને કોઈ પણ કસ્સામાં પણ ઘૂસવાનું આઈ કેન ઇમેજિન કે ટફ
બીસીસીઆઈમાં
છે.
તમારે ઘૂસો ને તમે એટલે ભયો ભયો.
હા પછી તો રાઈટ રાઈટ.
મારા જે મારા ગુરુ છે ને જેની પાસે શીખ્યો આ બધું એ હમણાં બીસીસીઆઈમાં જ છે.
ઓ યા
ક્રિકેટરમાં જ છે. ગોઠવું છું મેં ત્યાંથી ઉત્તરાખંડથી ગોઠવી રહ્યો છું.
ઓ ઉત્તરાખંડ ઓકે નાઈસ. નાઈસ ગુડ ગુડ. યા મેન હવે તો જો અહીંયા આપણે બી લાઈક 4-5 અમ્પાયરિંગ મેચો કરવા માટે રડવું પડે કોઈની સામે જઈને. સક્સ મેન આઈ મીન યુ નો અહીંયા મેરિટ પર કશું ના મળે. કેમ કે પછી મેરિટ પર બીજા 100 માણસો ઊભા થઈ જાય.
હા
એટલે કોઈ તમારું હોવું જોઈએ જે તમને જઈના હવે કાલે મને આ શું કહી હવે આથી ઓળખું રવિ ઘંટા છે ને
રવિ ઘંટા
હા તો
ઓળખું.
કાલે આવવાનો હતો
હા
એ થર્ડ અમ્પાયર હતો.
હમ હમ.
તો મને આજે ડિમ્પલભાઈ નાઈ કે તું તારી ઓનથી લઈને આપી દે.
કોણ કે
કેમ ડિમ્પલભાઈ મને કીધું.
કેમ
મેં કીધું કેમ? તો કે તે ઓલરેડી 3-4 કરી છે તો 3-4 જ કરી છે મારે 10 કરવી જોઈતી હતી. યુ નો અને એ હજી રવિ ઘંટા એવું નથી કેતો સારો નથી એ બરાબર લઈ લો
ના વાંધો નહીં બોલો બોલો.
ના પણ એ હજી સર્ટિફાઈડ નથી.
ઓહ.
એને સર્ટિફિકેટ ફુલ્લી નથી કર્યું હજુ એને ખાલી લાઈક લેવલ 2 જ કર્યું છે. હજી લેવલ 3 હોય. તો મેં કીધું જ્યારે હું અમ્પાયર બન્યો હતો તો મને ઓપોર્ચ્યુનિટી ત્યારે જ આપી હતી જ્યારે હું ફુલ્લી સર્ટિફાઈડ હતો. તો હવે તમે મને એવું કહો કે હું એને આપી દઉં મારું ઓન ફિલ્ડ
તે
મેચ
કેમ કે
તો
ચાલે
ઇટ્સ નોટ ઓકે પણ એક રીતે આપી દે ને તો એને બિચારાને મળ્યા હશે બિચારો શું છે હું બિચારો જ હતો પણ તો મેં આમ ભાઈ ધ થિંગ ઇઝ તમે ના પાડો ને તો તમે ખોટા બનો. મેં હા પાડી દીધી હવે એટલે કાલે કરશે ઓન ફિલ્ડ હવે એટલે જે
ઠીક
છે.
કઈ
અરે હા એ જ ને હવે હોપફુલી યુ ઓલવેઝ હોપ કે તમે કશું સારું કર્યું હોય તો તમારી જોડે સારું થાય. થાય ના થાય બીજી વસ્તુ છે. હા એ તો
ભગવાન
ઓકે
સારું કરશે.
હા.
યા
યા થેન્ક યુ.
ચાલો મળીએ.
યા ચલો ભીપેશભાઈ હા. કાલે હોવાના જ ને તમે? અહીંયા છો યાર રાઈટ ઓકે.
So everything is okay, right?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, all good.
ગાડી જોઈશ ને આ લાઈન બહાર છે ક્યાં અંદર છે આમ જાય એટલે એને કેવું ઓડી વાળીને અંદર પૂરા ડોક્ટર ઓડી મારે સીધી લાઈન પડે રાઈટ અને લાસ્ટ ટાઈમ આપણે બંધાઈ હતી એની સીધી આમાં 48 ઇંચ કરી રાઈટ
Children, bro. Children.
Oh yeah, stay third.
No slip.
Collect.
Second flip.
Next one.
Garnishing here, bro.
Deep, deep, deep.
Deep.
Yo, who's gonna do the slips?
Deep, you like slips? If you're okay with it. I don't care. Alright, boys.
There we go, lads. Come on here, boys. Energy, lads. Energy here, boys. Energy. We gotta look good. We gotta look good here, lads.
Okay, so the chase is about to start at the Mercer County Park. Just to let you know, if you just joined this broadcast, 116 all out, 19 overs. That's the Manhattan Yorkers winning the toss and electing to bat. We've seen some excellent bowling from the New Jersey Cavaliers.
Yes, boys. Lovely start here. Lovely start here, lads. Let's work it, boys. Let's work it, fellas.
Good work from the Cavaliers bowlers. It's up to the batters now. And these two batters atop the order, quite explosive by nature. Kanar Lewis and Chandrapal Hemraj.
Spraying down the leg side. Chandrapal Hemraj went almost to the apex of international cricket. Just couldn't hang in there. From the West Indies, just a few villages away from where I reside in Guyana. Really a super batsman to look at. Now that's again down the leg side. Acharya. But he can get on with it. Seen a few brilliant innings, having described him on several occasions. And then all of a sudden, he's just gone. That's another youngster. Glad to see these young little boys. When I see 17 and 19, I feel good about Cricket USA because they have to build. They have to replace the old hinges in American cricket.
Yeah, good stuff. Tight, just outside the line of the off stump. A bit of a test match length and line. No shot offered by Chandrapal Hemraj. Really is one of those batters who, when he gets settled, looks to go big. 3 centuries already in the minor league, as well as 2 half centuries. He's played 30 matches, in excess of 30 matches so far. This one is a straight drive, a lofted straight drive down the ground. Not quite going to make it into the boundary, just plugging a bit. The 2 runs off the bat of Hemraj. He's on his way.
It got more height than force. He actually got it on the hop. And so it mounted, had altitude. Just stopping inside of the boundary. The Cavaliers taking strike, looking for 117. Good delivery there, Acharya. On a good length, finding Chandrapal on the back foot, cramped for space. Inevitably just had to stave it off from his wicket. Lewis, who had a short bowl as well, he's going to be opening the batting. Good ball, missing the outside edge. We'd seen so many of those when this batting side was feeling. So many of those. Had some excellent bowling I saw from Ghazi. He had 2 for 15. But then later on, Goose came on and Nazar 4 for 15 and Goose 3 for 23. That's not only the what is most instructive of the bowling of the Cavaliers, but it's how many dot balls. Ghazi, 16 dot balls. Nazar, 16 dot balls. Goose, 13 dot balls. Now that paints the picture. I don't need to say anything more. The batsmen were basically in shatters except for Chattapalliam, who made 58, I think he made. So that was the best innings. The other major score in the Yorkers' batting lineup was 16. Not that impressive, but the bowling of the Jersey Cavaliers was extremely good.
Yeah, they didn't allow them to build partnerships consistently. Kept getting the breakthroughs regularly. And as such, were able to stem the flow of runs and restrict this side to a modest total. They really will be looking to eclipse this mark of 117 well within their allotment of 20 overs. Just in an attempt to ensure that you maintain a healthy net run rate.
Now Garg is 18. I was just alluding to the fact that I celebrate when I see youngsters. Give me them 16, 17, squeeze them into the minor leagues once they can hold their weight. And I'm seeing that they can. Young Bhatia, we described him a few days ago. Garg. There were two other youngsters in this game who were very, very impressive. And I'm glad to see this. 2 decades ago, this perception was not available in the US, as far as I'm concerned. It's good to see them. Lewis down the ground. He's pretty strong, isn't he? So he's going to get it. Chandrapal Hemraj also hits the ball very hard. 117 is not a lot of runs when you have big hitters like Chandrapal and Lewis in the side.
Yeah, natural stroke players, stroke makers, usually aggressive in their approach, especially in the power play. You can expect a lot more of this. Full face of the bat being showed on that occasion, playing in the V. And quite pleasing to the eyes.
These guys are pretty bulky, the batters. Lewis in particular, barrel-chested, strong shoulders. And Chandrapal, well, we all know him. Big hit of the ball. And sometimes you're simply sorry when cricketers like Chandrapal come on the scene and then disappear from the limelight, international limelight, whacked away. That one was very hard. I knew that would have gone over the ropes.
Pulled away into the leg side, a bit too short on that occasion. Kanar Lewis helping himself to yet another boundary. It didn't lift as much as he might have expected. Nonetheless, he did maintain good control of the stroke nine.
What I like about that shot, it was not extremely short. It was almost off a good length. Lewis was equal to the task very quickly, rolling the wrist, getting it along the ground. Exquisite shot.
And this time on the offside, easing it through the covers, not quite going to make it to the boundary. But he's looking quite comfortable. He's looking in good touch, Kanar Lewis.
So you need the adults to mentor, to share ideas with the youngsters. And this is why I said what I said. I like what I see. So you have a blend of youngsters playing, rubbing shoulders with the experienced cricketers.
Struck on the pad, big appeal. The umpire is unmoved. Well bowled. The over comes to an end after 2 overs. The New Jersey Cavaliers 16 without loss. I reckon that one just might have pitched outside the line of leg stump. Good shout. But the umpire spot on that occasion. Getting ready for over number 3.
Well, it's always so difficult. That's why many commentators delay from or avoid being judgmental at the international level or CPL, IPL. The cameras are mounted pretty high because those cameras have to get over the head of that umpire so that the viewer can have a perfect picture of what's happening, just like this one is set. So sometimes you can't, as the broadcaster, hard to pick up the bounce, whether because of the height of the camera where it's fixed. That's something you've got to live with. Now, slashed away. Chandrapal Hemraj on the go, finding his old rhythm. Nice batsman to look at. And so you delay those comments, especially bounce. You don't know how high it might have gone. But technology has gone such a far way. 4 runs, Chandrapal Hemraj. And of course, Shiv Narayan is Chanderpal, DER. But technology's really come alive, helping cricket in all its forms.
Quick single, good running on that occasion.
And you know, Delvin, the older cricketers, I'm talking here about the legends. I've had the great opportunity of sitting and doing commentaries with them. I remember Gordon Greenwich in Barbados. That was the time of Red Stripe, 4-day. And he didn't like the idea of cameras because they come from the old school. Cameras delay, cameras humbugged human nature of the game. That's what he said. And my thinking was, I would not condemn if cameras can give you fairer decisions. Well, we might eventually do away with the umpire, because inevitably it's the cameras that correct bad decisions or wrong decisions. I don't want to say bad necessarily to talk down any umpire. An umpire's got split seconds to decide on something. So they will make mistakes. Struck on the pad. Now, there you go. I'm surprised that there was not a bigger appeal on that one. But again, depending on the cameras and how they're affixed, that you may get a slight deviation from accuracy. So the umpire is standing there very straight. That's why he's in the best position to judge.
As this one goes down the leg side, might have been a bit of bat involved in that previous LBW shout or half shout. No one really interested, even though it looked pretty straight.
Well, Acharya started off pretty well. Then all of a sudden, he's just straying a little bit.
Yeah, struck for a boundary off of his very first delivery in his second over, so might have been ruffled just a bit. He's up against a lot of muscle. Cavaliers top order, quite capable of going hard and batting deep.
Acharya's got a nice run up. I like when the back of your boot is showing. Look at that. Reminds you of Breathley a little bit. Turned away. Backward square. There's a man there. Easy single.
Yeah, good fielding. Maybe a chance of a run out. Nonetheless, Hemraj making his ground quite comfortably in the end, but quick release from the fielder.
I like that house in the background. I'd love to live there. I like open spaces. I like jungles. It's got all of that there. In the afternoon, you can take a little walk out in the park, look at cricket from your house. Quick single here. Good running from Lewis and Chandrapal. But close houses to the proximity of a ground can create problems as well. 3 overs gone, 24 without loss, looking good. And we had this where I live, and we played a lot of club cricket there on every Sunday. And every time the ball is struck into Aunt Lane's yard, is 6 and out. You don't ever get back that ball. You got to get an adult in the village to go negotiate, like if it's a union. And then eventually she might give you 2 weeks later. Because long ago, when you sub to purchase a ball, that's a very striking point I want to make with cricket nowadays compared to long ago. We subbed, and you get a ball. If it ends up in the trench, we're all going in that trench, diving to find it. There are no replacement balls. These youngsters are walking around dragging 3 bag loads of equipment. I visited a few grounds in America, and I was a little bit amused rather than impressed. 2, 3 bags, 4 bats, 4 helmets, like colors, like if it's a pageant. You look at the standard, you know who the kind of people that would have so much equipment. Long ago, we shared bats. Can you imagine how primitive we were? 1 bat. You walk down after the stroke, and you give your partner the other bat. So the man without a bat has a stick in his hand and he's grounding. No run again. Pawar just stagnating things a little bit. That's good.
Yeah, Naim, really is great to see how this game of cricket has evolved over the course of time.
Now, you don't go there for Chandrapal. Anything on that leg stick. And that was a trifle short. Now, he probably thought it would have gone over the boundary. It didn't. Now, that's poor cricket. Keep running.
Yeah, victim of ball watching on that occasion. Perhaps an opportunity for a catch in the deep. Hemraj survives. He's on 11 from 10. His partner, Kenar Lewis, a run a ball 11 so far. So they haven't been extremely explosive. A modest run rate, nonetheless. They've kept the wickets intact. And they do look quite comfortable at the crease.
No doubt about that. They're very composed. What about if I take some time to say good afternoon to the boys and the clubs in Minnesota? Had intermingled with them for a short while, weekend. Wide. Yeah, called now by the umpire. Another young face, Pawar. Good to see these youngsters. All right, you may not give me international standards, but that's okay. You got to start. You got to go somewhere. And it's the administration of cricket that has got to provide that kind of opportunity, like what Pawar is getting. Impatience there from Lewis. Bogged down by Pawar. Good over. Good over. 4 overs gone, 26 without loss. Lewis obviously showing signs of frustration after being bogged down by Pawar. Good comeback bowling, because I think the batsmen have been on top of it all the while. So it's good to see that someone, a youngster at that, could tie you down, because the last shot from Lewis was absolutely miscalculated.
Yeah, Drew Pawar, another one of those teenagers, just 19 years old. Junior level players doing exceptionally well in this year's minor league cricket tournament. Remember, there is an under-19 World Cup coming up pretty soon, so a bit of match practice as well for a lot of these youngsters getting ready to represent the United States.
Well, I guess there must be some kind of collaboration with the school system, or it's just the weekends you're getting these youngsters. But it's good. Hemraj. Short, but good ball. Can't get it away. I think he adjusted well, Hemraj.
This side is sticking.
I see that the Guyana Defence Force will be assisting as much as possible with sports. I don't know if it's that's in the schools, in clubs, gyms, training, because they are assumed to be very fit people with a lot of skills. They can pass that on. There's a former West Indian opening batsman who told me the kind of training.
Quick, fellas, quick.
And I'm saying these things because it's good if Cricket USA would hear it. He was talking about the training, how difficult it is, intense for the Australians.
Preacher into the attack.
Javin, right here.
Good control from his first two deliveries. Kunal Lewis, a good play against spin.
Catch.
This one, pull from outside the line of the off stump into the mid-wicket area for 6 runs. Just speaking about how well he plays spin, fancies his chances against the slow bowlers on most occasions, Naeem.
Well, any other batsman hitting that, it may have stuck in the grass, but not Lewis. Yeah, no big swing. Put some energy inside, but not expansive. And it sailed over the boundary for 6.
How heavy is that?
That's Lewis for you.
Is it heavy for you or no?
You can see this. They've got good batting, the New Jersey Cavaliers, and we already saw the quality of the bowling.
Catch it!
Of course, both of these batters with first-class experience. Hemraj having represented Guyana, and of course Kunal Lewis representing both Jamaica and the Red Steel in first-class cricket. A big appeal from Shah. He's begging, he's pleading. The umpire is saying, no, sir.
Come on, man.
Reckon that
Back on the side, bro.
is not a successful LBW shout. Get back to your mark.
And it's the wrong ball, too.
I think it was a good shout,
It's the wrong ball.
but I'm not certain about the height of the ball, how high it was going, because Lewis was crouched, low down on the ground. So that means his body lowered, which could have made contact, presumably, with the stump. So good appeal from Shaw, beaten outside the off stump. Good over. 5 gone. One more for the power play, 33. And the complimentary thing that you must give the batsman here. Now, this is missing the outside edge. No, that's the LBW. I'm not sure about the height because his body's blocking the stumps.
It looks like he just might have gotten himself outside the line of the off stump as it relates to impact. I think that's the only thing that might have saved him on that occasion. Looks as though the height might have been thereabout, clipping the stumps. However, the impact, that's what I believe saved Kunal Lewis on that occasion. Just bordering outside the line of off stump.
Now, that you can't do that with Hemraj. He's going to hit you. He's very strong on that leg side. And a trifle short, he's going to get you. And, of course, Pawar is pretty slow. I looked at Sunil Narayan up to last night, and some of his deliveries were going into the 90s kilometers per hour. He gets the ball to rip off the pitch, scuttling onto you. Pawar gives it a lot of flight in contrast. So it's pretty slow, Good turn, nevertheless. This youngster is fighting his way. He's battling with national cricketers, with international talent.
Yeah, wealth of experience in this batting partnership. A test for the young bowlers. Looks to be varying his pace to good effect. He's got a bit of a slow variation and a faster arm ball.
Now look at that again. Now, where else would you bowl to this guy? Your orthodox left arm coming into the left-handed batsman, always difficult. And if there's no fine leg, they can sweep at you, knock it around the corner. I like the composure of the two batsmen. You can see the relaxed persona in their body language, because they know, apart from their batting prowess, they know that that's not another one, is it? Or is it a replay? Another one. They're happening so quickly. And they know 117 is absolutely not out of their reach in easy terms. 50 coming up.
Yeah, almost deja vu. Identical strokes. I reckon the second one would have gone just a bit further. 12 runs in 2 deliveries. Chandrapal Hemraj looking to get a move on. He's now raced to 30 from 16.
I like his temperament, actually.
That's a over.
I don't think he showed that on many occasions playing for Guyana. Almost like erratic. Very fiery, very aggressive. Nice batsman to look at. And all of a sudden, you fade away a little bit. Tejnarayan Chanderpaul faded, came back. But the talent of Tejnarayan is not being questioned. They just, I think, gave him a little time off. They've come back for him, and I'm glad to see that. End of the power play. So the Yorkers have got some luxury now to spread out the field a little bit.
Yeah, 3 sixes in that previous over from Dhruv Pawar off the bat of Chandrapal Hemraj. Peppering that mid-wicket boundary. New ball into the attack. Yasir Mohammed. Looks to be bowling some right arm wrist spin.
Mohammed, of course, is the captain. Devin is checking his age for us. Looks just about 22. Looks a bit older with a beard on. Walked into the onside. Pretty young. I like the focus of the Yorkers. Lots of youngsters. That's good.
Yeah, and he would have already broken into the United States senior men's cricket team. Quite the good talent.
Beaten by spin there, Hemraj.
You'd have done so at a tender age now. He made his debut T20 International way back in 2021.
Catch it.
So even as a teenager, playing at the highest level, and that's exactly what these tournaments will do for you.
Catch it. 34.
It's gonna bring forward these talents as we see talent from Chandrapal Hemraj straight down the ground. Handsome cricket stroke. Not really a bad ball, but an excellent shot.
But he's coming into Chandrapal's bat. Chandrapal, they're going out to reach him a little bit and greeting him also. Another one. And they're coming so quickly, huh? 40 from 21, Chandrapal Hemraj. A 4 and then a massive 6 straight down the ground.
Yeah, this is what he does. Really is a natural stroke player. Aggressive. And when he's in good touch, he just times it to perfection. The power of that E4 bat. I tell you what, Naim Chan. Not many bowlers can restrict Chandrapal Hemraj when he's in this kind of mood.
Absolutely. He's done it at a higher level, even at the national level, regional level. But it's all about making the transition. These youngsters, for example, and if you give them facilities, this is why, if they have the facilities, they'll go exert their energies, develop skills, coaching programs. Good ball. And so the entire nation develops as a result. A simple example in cricket in the West Indies, and in particular Guyana. Lewis not getting hold of this one.
Stay with it, shot. Stay with it.
All the major stars, the Rohan Kanais and Fredericks and Alvin Kalicharan, all of them. Not a single here. Came out because of the communities in which they lived. Many of these cricketers in Guyana in the sugar plantations, Gaisuko played a huge role by preparing the grounds, exquisite grounds, neatly kept. And so the youngsters use it. They play. This is why you have the Kanais and the Fredericks and Kalicharans and all the great players. Outside the off stump. This youngster is hustling. Kappa. Some pretty strange names too. But you can see his mother's breast milk still on his face. From outside to inside the leg side. Good work there. I think he's pulled up some kind of muscle. Looks like the captain, Mohammed.
Yeah, brilliant bit of fielding there. Let's hope he's okay. Putting his body on the line to save a few runs for his team. That's what you want from your leader. Leading from the front. Well done, young man. Of course, Adit Kappa, also one of those youngsters in the 15-member squad selected for the ICC Under-19 World Cup qualifiers to represent the United States. Muscled into the onside, just a single. Ganar Lewis moves up to 20. And 8 overs have been concluded. The score, New Jersey Cavaliers looking good on 65 without loss.
Good over from Kappa. Only 3 coming off, 3 singles. The rest were dot balls. Saw a lot of dot balls when the Yorkers were bowling. The Cavaliers were bowling. They had Ghazi had 16 dot balls. Nazar 16 dot balls. Goose 13 dot balls. You'll be surprised. In the match last night at the National Stadium, there were about 36 dot balls bowled to the Trinbago Knight Riders. I was surprised, actually. These are passing little statistics. Sometimes you don't always monitor But it's very important in T20 cricket. Dot balls is a success story, especially when you're bowling to batsmen. Inside edge. Good stuff here, Mohammed. Especially when you're bowling to batsmen who display this kind of savagery in their mentality, in their bat, and the way they approach their games. Big hitters.
Yeah, Nyman. 120 deliveries available in 20 overs. The Cavaliers would have bowled 67 dots as this one was skied in the air for a bit, falling into no man's land. 67 dot balls from 120. That is exceptional work. Great stuff from your bowlers. In a sport and in a format where dot balls are as good as gold.
I think that's going to go all the way. You just look at the body language of Lewis and you know it's going over the ropes.
They're having a fun Saturday. As easy as you like.
So the Yorkers, now looking back, you get the distinct impression that they won the toss. They elected to bat first. So I thought they would have been friendly with the environment, the condition of the pitch. But they just mustered 116. Apparently the plans that they had did not work out.
Beaten outside the line of the off stump. Bit of turn there from the captain, Mohammed. Does look to have a bit in it for the slow bowlers this wicket. Got to be able to find your areas. And this one, googly. The previous one leaving the batsman, this one coming back into him from the wrist spinner. Good use of his variations and 2 dot balls to end the over after being struck for 6. 8 runs off the over. 73 without loss.
So they need 44 from 66 balls. So the asking rate is just about 4. $44 from 11 required. 9 overs gone. And they're sailing along. And that's why you're seeing the calmness in the batsmen. They know that cruise control can get them there.
The Cavaliers look to be a well-balanced side. Exceptional with the ball. Real tight stuff. So many dot balls, more than half of the deliveries bowled in that first part of this match. Dot balls from the Cavaliers bowlers. And now the batters, equally as proficient. The openers doing the work so far, keeping their wickets intact. Hemraj, a pugnacious 42 from 24. He's not done. And Kenar Lewis looking good on 27 from 30. Playing the role, playing the part of supporting Hemraj.
Shaw has had 1 over. 7 runs coming off seas into over number 2. But I don't think that they've been able to deduce the amount of spin out of this pitch as the Cavaliers when they were bowling.
Yeah, Naim, you've got to be able to get the conditions to work in your favor. It's not easy when you're up against these types of batters. Really look to ruffle the feathers of bowlers. Haven't required any innovation, improvisation to score so far. You know, just fundamental cricket shots, earning both Kenar Lewis and Hemraj the run so far. As Preatshaw beats him outside the line of the off stump on that occasion. That seems to be a bit of a grey area for Kenar Lewis. if we can honestly assess what has transpired even in this inning so far. Quite a few, and there we see again quite a few beating him outside the line of that off stump, Naim Chan.
Well, the thing is that the fielding captain doesn't have the luxury of runs, because I would have gone attacking a little more, but how much can he attack? I think he's got a short third man for that slash outside the line of the off stump from Lewis.
Yeah, too short. Relinquishing the pressure on that occasion, just allowing Lewis to come off strike.
Going?
Yeah, I'm for him.
Huh?
2 to go.
Yeah.
Now, what these bowlers, one of the problems they were facing, the left-handed batsman, he's going into Hemraj. It potentially could be dangerous for him. Had it right there, just on the off stick. Nice little crowd building up. Today being Saturday, of course. And all the cricket facilities at the weekends. Good to see that in the US.
Final delivery from Shaw. Bit short, bit wide, keeping low outside the line of the off stump. Cut away by Lewis. Just a single in the end. That brings us to the halfway point of the run chase. The New Jersey Cavaliers in pursuit of 117. They've reached 77 without loss.
Ball, please, Pranav. You guys need water break?
Yeah.
Derek.
Really?
Yeah, look.
You got stung by it?
Yeah, stump mic.
I know, I thought you said you got stung by it. Score कितना पे?
77, 1071. Sorry.
You have the score?
1077.
Who check it? Whoever. You have him that score? What's him that score?
He's done like
7-7. Yeah, no.
I'll have to score.
43. 43. Yeah, you're not about 20.
You didn't make any runs. You know, हमारा एक महीना पहले I know ये ओछू करवाना पंद्रह में like I know બધા પાત્રા થઈને ફરે છે ને આપણે No, I want to start playing next year. So I'll start playing a little bit next year. I love how you guys divide it out, yeah. Baba Yaga! Do anything. Oh, yeah? Okay, guys, move on, please. 30 seconds, guys, 30 seconds. Danish, can you come, please? I'm going to sit down, bro. Why? You play 14 balls? Yeah, bro, that's why. I'm going to sit out. So you can come in and drop another catch. So the game is finished early, so we can go home. Having here for the better. Oh, yeah, right. That ball was not full, right? Was it full enough to hit or was
No.
it?
I think he missed it, Judge. He missed it. He hit it low. The speech is slow and far.
He was also bowling slow.
Come, Yash.
Come on, fellas, intensity, boys, intensity. One wicket here, boys, one wicket. Come on, boys, one wicket.
Getting ready for the resumption of play here.
Nice, yes.
Manhattan Yorkers up against the New Jersey Cavaliers. Cavaliers, they have been in command, total command of this match in its entirety so far. Good work with the ball first up to restrict the Manhattan Yorkers to a total of 116. And now the opening pair. A lot of damage at the top of the order. Looking to do the work themselves. Just 40 more to get. The run rate of 4.07. As Canalus is hoisting this one into the leg side and into the mid-wicket boundary for 4.
But I think after that intermission and the strategic timeout has been concluded, these two batsmen would have made up their minds. Okay, we're in a good position, absolutely sure about that. Let's just make light work of this.
Yeah, good delivery from a leg spinner. Stock delivery. Pitching middle and off and spinning away from the right-handed batter.
These guys remind you a little bit of like if Nicky P is batting on Kyron Pollard. Okay, you get 4 dot balls, take that. Cheers, congratulations. Or 3 dot balls, and the next 3 balls, it's 3 sixes. And it destroys all the dot balls.
Catch it.
Now that's down the ground, not hit firmly.
Yeah, when you're confident in your ability to score, you don't mind showing respect for some good bowling and playing a few dot balls because you know that you can make up very well for those dot balls in the end.
Yes.
You must compliment these batsmen. They're not irrational, nothing out of the ordinary. They have played, respected good deliveries, and so they've shown the kind of maturity that comes with playing for your country. Very good. 11 overs gone, 83. Just in case you missed it, 117 is the required total to win. So 34 runs required from just 9. That's 9 overs if you misunderstood me.
Yeah, 34 from 54 deliveries at a run rate required of 3.78. As easy as you like. These two batters would have already done the damage in terms of removing any run rate pressure from this chase. You've taken the impetus, striking it at 7.5 and sitting pretty. And they will be looking to finish this game, I believe, within 15 overs 9.
I wouldn't doubt. I wouldn't bet against that, period. But you must give the Yorkers some compliments. Why? Because how these two batsmen are going, it really breaks your morale. And they are still displaying a lot of energy. They're moving around rollickingly without showing a pinch of regret, of disdain, of morbidity.
That's 4. That's 50.
Struck really hard. Is that going to carry? Yes, it does. Absolutely no chance. You can actually see it when it's coming off the bat. That one, once it finds the gap, it's going to go for 4.
Yeah, he's a talented batter, is Chandrapal Hemraj. You love to see when a batter like this is in good touch. Opening up that offside. power and precision. Beaten outside the line of the off stump on this occasion. Bounce and turn. Preet Shaw hasn't been bad, unable to get a breakthrough, but decent so far from his 2.4 overs, just the 16 runs conceded.
Inside edge. I think he was deceived in the air a little bit. And by the time he got that bat down, what's that? By signal. I thought it came off the bat actually, inside edge. These fielders are all smiling, if you notice. They're just enjoying their game.
Most of these matches have been played in good spirits so far.
Well, I feel very positive about that. The running of the tournament has been excellent. They've started with precision on the required timings. There was one particular game, that's when we got our first few games on commentaries, where the bowlers were taking too long. It came out eventually where the umpires started to call on the fielders. But there must be time limits for all these things. A minute between the changeover from one over to the other is quite sufficient. So you gain professionalism as much as possible. We've seen a lot of that in this tournament. The professionalism has been good. I think generally the umpiring has been very, very good as well. And the camaraderie. I like the style of the Yorkers. They're gingerly moving across the sward, waving and smiling. It's not easy taking a licking like this. 91 without loss in only number 13 in progress. 50 coming up. Chandrapal Hemraj in 33 balls. Good knock, Chandra.
Excellent knock from Chandrapal Hemraj, exactly what the doctor ordered today. Bringing up his third half century in the minor league cricket to go with 3 centuries. And he really does look back to his best. It looks like his hunger for scoring runs has returned, Naeem Chan. And we hope that he will continue to kick on.
Well, the Guyana Amazon Warriors, they were searching for an opening bat quite recently.
Catch.
Oh, let me don't talk. Shut your mouth. That's gone. 4 gone. Good thing he's found the ball. There's a clump of heavy overgrown bushes there. So 6 runs signaled by the umpire.
High and handsome from Kenar Lewis. Jamaican power.
Aki and saltfish, right? I had a lot of that. I love Jamaica. Good afternoon, Jamaica.
Yeah, Usain Bolt mentioning the yams. And speaking of Usain Bolt, Jamaica returning to the top of the sporting world, winning the World Championships 100 meters via oblique Seville this year. And that was a race to the boundary.
Nicely worked. Slapped away. Through the offside. That's going to carry 2. Hi, ma'ams, get that ball for us. Jamaica is such a wonderful country. God bless them. 13 overs gone. They've gone over the 100 mark now.
Yeah, just 16 more runs to get. Kenar Lewis himself eyeing a landmark.
Jamaica original in almost everything that they do. Original accent, they hold out on that. That's what, 50? 45 and 45, Lewis. The music, athletics, cricket, all original. They do their stuff, their culture, highly promoted wherever they go. The way they speak, the way they walk. Thank you very much, Chandra Paul. Good effort from the captain, but couldn't make it to stay inside of the boundary. Oh, unfortunate. I like the cricket they have played. I'm talking about the fielding side. Well, the batting side. The Cavaliers, they have dominated, absolutely.
And a big smile on the face of Chandrapal Hemraj after that 6.
Deceived. Good ball, Shaw. Good comeback. Good effort there from the captain. Just couldn't stay inside. This youngster here, Shaw's been putting in a great stint here. None for 22. His final over. He's managed as much as possible to keep these batsmen tied down, at least temporarily.
No.
6 and 3 dots. It seems to be the pattern on a large scale in this run chase. It's either a boundary or a dot ball.
Really good stuff here from Shaw. Holding up progress. In the circumstances that these two batsmen are dominating, still. That's a replay of the catch. Attempted catch, you would like to say. He knew he couldn't have gone back into the area of play, and then he released that ball. That's gone. That's going to go. Maximum. And Lewis gets to his 50 in 46 balls. Hemraj got to his 50 in 33 balls. Really a measured innings. Nice temperament. Excellent.
Yeah, great stuff here from Kanar Lewis. Brings up his 10th half century in the minor league. Averages just about 30.
Helmet. No, I'm not taking a chance on this, bro.
Just 3 runs away from what can only be described as a commanding display here by the Cavaliers. Oh, they bowled extremely well, troubling. Got the Yorkers all out for 116 with 1 over to spare. And now they're batting. They have dominated in its entirety.
Aki got a different plan. Now one hand that she gets there now.
Just a shot away from a victory now. 3 runs remaining. Formidable, dominant, commanding, all of those adjectives quite appropriate to describe the performance of the Cavaliers so far.
Yes, they've outplayed. That's such a good delivery. Wow. Right on target. That's what the doctor ordered. Beauty from Mehta. Chandrapal not certain there. Just coming back and napping there. Caught napping. Got the on the edge. Lucky for him.
Psychologically, they will want to get over the line. Not going to be happy if they lose the wickets here. Having done most of the work so far, as Chandrapal is muscling this once again into the leg side. Just a single, 2 more runs for victory.
But there's nothing that Mohammed and his team can do about this. It can just bring us the spirit of the fielding side, just mash it down almost. Domineering. They've outplayed their opponents in every way. 2 balls left. In this over, that is.
The batters just look to have been in a different class today. Composed, measured.
Thank you, Lewis. It went very high. I'm not certain. Almost was converted into a catch. That's the end there. Lewis, 57. Beautiful knock. And the Cavaliers beating the Yorkers, Manhattan Yorkers, by all 10 wickets there. Look at that. Splendid display. A good batting performance, good bowling performance. They have played extremely well.
Yeah, flawless victory. Well played, New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. 10 wickets. Bowled well to restrict the Manhattan Yorkers to 116. And easily chasing that down inside of 15 overs as we would have anticipated.
So the players shaking hands, exchanging nice, good camaraderie. And they're going to be walking off the field now. This has been a fantastic match, like so many others that we've been given the opportunity to describe. But beautiful. That's it then from New Jersey at the Mercer County Park in New Jersey. Manhattan Yorkers winning the toss, batting first. 116 all out in 19 overs versus the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. So they've got a lot of teams there from New Jersey. Congratulations to you. And chasing down that 117 to win, the Cavaliers winning by 10 wickets. Chandrapal, Hemraj not out, as well as Lewis not out. So that's the story. We'd like to thank all of you for joining us on this broadcast. And you can look forward tomorrow again. We'll be describing one of the games. Have a great evening.